Yeah. Check it in. Check it in. Check it in, y'all. We in the building, Wednesday night. WMRR, let it out live. We're here. Let's do it. Conversation with Candy Sundays. Make sure you check it out. Shout out to you, Candy. We here. Say what up, baby? You heard me? Mr. Ty, DJ, you're calling. What it is, baby, we in the building, we checking in. You know it, brother.
I'm feeling this wonderful. Glad. I'm happy that you called the name this in. You said Candy checking in. We appreciate you checking in, Candy.
Baby, we're together for this time today, man. I'm with my brothers. Anytime I get my brothers, you already know. Hot and live, 100 in the building. Come on, share this hope. We've been waiting on you. We've been taking a little bit of out, come on, check it in, share this hope. Let it out live. Wednesday night. We here, baby. 7 to 9. Hey, what we talking about?
Man, we talking about, man, this is the best thing to the internet, man. This radio show, man. WMRR live, man.
It's simple. I love it. Having you near me. Having you here. Our conversation.
What we do, man.
Outrageous.
We are the unsung.
You smile.
Of radio.
And I smile when I say.
We are the ones that bring the roots back.
This is getting personal. Personal. Let's stay for a while. Giving you the best of me. Amazing. Having you close to me. Amazing. Outrageous. Give your best to me. Good morning. Here's breakfast. Lost track of time, but we had a ball. Let's catch a movie. And then tonight's the night. Just unwind and stay. Hey, let's stay personal. Let's stay for a while. Hey, such a beautiful moment.
Special shout out to my boy Ced, man. Ced Entertainment, Ced Management. You know, you be very humble young brother that
everything that you do, I adore. Don't go lie, don't go game. Everything you say, I mean it. And all the love you give, baby, it means so much to me. Don't take it away. No one compares to me.
Miss Spencer, General Manager over at Motown. You go to Detroit, go to Motown, take a little trip down memory lane. After Miss Sheila, tell her that DJ, B-A to D-Y, Bubba Guy, and Mama Antonio WMRR, DJ Ty. Turn y'all in.
Hey, you heard full time. Marcus.
Went and took some culinary classes. Gotta stay sexy for your baby. Taking on my body, working on my head up alive. I'm not going out tonight. Oh, we can dance so cuddle outside the lights. Oh, baby, whatever I need, accommodate. Just do anything you like for me to change. My platform. Oh no, but baby, it's true. I will change it all for you. You gotta believe me, baby. Completely in love. Baby, I'm changing. Because the only, searching for the one and only. So happy that I found you.
Lauderdale, man. Lauderdale Rock. Man. Shout out to AT. Shout out to Lauderdale. I appreciate that with Lauderdale.
Right now, he's in his zone right now. I know we would have been started by now, but he's in his zone right now. We gotta stay in his zone. We gotta check in. We do our search now. I feel all week. So Wednesday we here. I'm gonna let you know.
You got a lot to be smiling for.
That I heard.
So what the fuck you be wildin' for? Come on, I get my grin on. I'm smiling, bitch, cause I always get my win on. I've been on so many different stages. Pressed the cover of 100 magazine pages. Made people smile everywhere that I went. I even put it on the first black president. It's evident I'm hot as a crockpot. With a big ass smile like Mr. Hot Spot.
Let's go.
You got a lot to be smiling for. So what the fuck you be wildin' for? If you're breathing, you achieving. We having fun this evening, believe it.
I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you now. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you now. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you now. I'm living my best life.
Yeah. What up, Ced, man? We live, we wide open, man. Let me bring the people in the right way. Let them know we here. Yo, we in the building. What up, Ced, man? Listen, I gotta that's just stupid moment, man. Since we here, before we get started with our guests, with our special guest, well, I'm gonna let you introduce and tell who we're gonna be talking to tonight. But I read and saw something on the news tonight, and it said that, and every week I'm gonna have a That's Just Stupid segment. So y'all just, if y'all got one, y'all tune into it, tell us what's just stupid. But That's Just Stupid was, they say you got to put a mask on to go out the door, right? And you got to put a mask on out in public. You can walk out in public. DJ Ty, I need you to hear me too on this one, because I want to know if that's just stupid. You can walk out in public to go in the restaurant that they opened up for you to be able to dine in. But when you get inside, you got to take your mask off because you got to eat, you got to drink. But then if you go to the bathroom, you got to put your mask back on.
I mean, I dealt with that same situation. I was out.
To me, that's just stupid.
And it was just crazy. But, they're just being careful. A lot of things that just don't make sense to us. And we just.
But it makes sense to them.
It makes sense to them.
That's just stupid.
That's just stupid.
I mean, what, the coronavirus ain't in the stores? It ain't in the restaurant when you sit down and eat?
Well, the coronavirus is everywhere, brother.
That's just stupid.
That's just stupid.
What you ran across this week that you just felt was you may want to say it, but
son, you just said it.
Stupid.
You just said it. I was in a restaurant and a dude came and it was a great moment, but he was acting like we couldn't afford the bill. He wanted to split the checks up and everything, Looked at the bill was like $1,600. He looked at the bill, was like, I'm gonna give it to this person. No, you get to one person, give it here.
Yeah, that was just stupid.
Give it here.
Ty, what you got, man? You got it. That's just stupid. I know you don't want to say it sometime, but this is our point. All week we go without telling people they stupid or something stupid. This is our moment. You can tell whoever or whatever that, man, the one that you held all week, that's just stupid.
Well, y'all know always these politics, Mr. Fake News, but we're not gonna go there. A little too early in the show for me to really get into it. But
that part.
Stay tuned. I'll be back with that one.
Listen, who we got tonight, Ced? We got. I think she ready.
I mean, we have. I'm gonna say this.
You know what? Let me know when you say what you say.
We have one of the most beautiful creation God has ever made.
Ced, you put a lot on that, brother.
I have
now,
to.
I don't know who we got right now.
I have
put a
to.
lot on that.
I have to when it's dealing with her.
I'm just saying. Now I don't know who it is. I'm just. Sometimes I'm y'all co-host.
Brother.
I
in
know
my
you
mind,
said Tabitha. Somebody named Tabitha.
In my mind, that was my girlfriend back in the day.
No,
that was my wife back in the day.
I think I was just listening to the song. Me and my wife.
You want to fight about it right now?
Oh no, we can't fight about it. I gotta meet her first to see what y'all feel is so good about it. But I was listening to the song and I called you that night and I said, "Who?" I told you to tell my wife who we had come on the show because we was just listening to the song on TV, dancing to it, all kind of stuff. And then I said, "Man, you know what? That's cut close." I said, I'm supposed to do an interview with the lead singer, one of the lead singers from them. And we called you.
Right.
And asked you, I said, is it the cut close who we got on the show coming up? And you said, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing. I didn't even know I was getting ready to interview the lady. And I'm just listening to the music. That was because that was my gen. Any old school music. Back then, these kids today, I don't know, whatever. It's what they do. But what I was doing was cut close and Monica and Brandy and Mary J. Blige. That's what I was doing.
Oh, you were cutting it close.
Yeah.
You were cutting it real close.
Man, don't make me start singing the song. Y'all know I sing now. Anybody sing like Old Eddie Kane, you already know. I start singing the song.
Like this.
But without a shadow of doubt, this is one of the
I'm ready to get on.
most beautiful person. I mean, voice, personality, everything.
What she had said?
Miss Tabitha Duncan.
DJ.
Ladies, won't you tell me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want it.
This is the one right
All right now.
Oh man.
It is about that time.
It's about that time.
Yes, Lord.
Before we get you on that time, we got to give you the horns. We got to give you the horn. Let them know. We got to let them
know it. I heard her singing already. Hold on. Wait a minute. Usually we wait and actually do something, but you came on here singing. You came on here live. Like you had to we had to tell you.
Man, sometimes when certain songs come on, you sing it before you know it, and that just happened to be one of the ones. You feel me?
Man,
right.
Miss
I just got up on it. Like you said. I obeyed. I was obedient.
Miss Tabitha, how you doing?
Oh, I'm all right. I'm corona free. How about that?
Oh man, that's
blessed. That means you blessed.
Big time. In more ways than one, right?
That's right. That's right.
So what's up with y'all, man? What's up? Black Kings back there. What's going on, man?
The ladies are so excited tonight because they got you on this show.
Oh my.
Man, you know how many kitchens got cleaned and bathrooms got cleaned with comment, listening to your music, and then turn around and got the bedroom started that night.
I mean, I hope y'all knew what y'all was doing. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all wasn't planking back then. You know what I'm saying? We don't need no plank. Planks and nothing. You know what I'm saying? When you young and stuff, you just learning. You know what I mean? It's just like trying to get that rust to get out of the little crevices.
Y'all was telling us what to do.
Y'all was giving.
We was trying to tell you. Some people still don't know.
No, y'all was giving some instructions.
Yeah, we gave some instructions, but you know how y'all are. Y'all don't like to follow a map.
Oh, Lord, damn. Oh, Lord.
Who
y'all don't like the maps?
Who wrote that song?
Which one? Get up on it.
No, yeah. If you really want.
Yeah, that's Keith's rendition. Listen to it. You know he's always talking about somebody boning something.
Understood.
That was from Keith, you know.
Understood.
So,
but I'm probably gonna touche a lot of that, considering our freaking album. My album was all about laying down on your back. You feel me?
Oh,
we was getting it in on that album. You know, all y'all done got some space.
How old were y'all? Y'all was kind of young. How old were y'all?
Old enough.
Those were some.
I was legal, but when I got my deal, I wasn't legal to drink yet.
Wow. Okay. Say no more. I understand that.
So, Miss Duncan, I want to know, how did Cut Close come about as a group?
You mean together, like originally?
Originally, like, how did it come about?
It came from in the depths of my thought process when I wanted to build a sisterhood around myself.
Oh. Okay.
I was here in Atlanta. I moved here in 1991 from Indianapolis, Indiana. Although I am not from Indianapolis, Indiana, I'm from Muskegon, Michigan. But I moved here after I graduated high school, you know, trying to start a new life, thinking that I'm running from something. You know, my parents are very strict. So back in the day, I had to adhere to a lot of things when I was young. And, you know, my father not allowing us to do a lot of things. So, you know, when I was able to become of age and make my own decisions, I was out. And so I came here with a boyfriend that was about, 17 years my senior. And being here in a city and state that I had no idea, what it consisted of. I didn't have any friends or anything like that. So I went like a year by myself, and I found out that it was the worst. And so TLC was from Atlanta. So, I had a lot of first hood looks on what they were going through, because my boyfriend at the time was working for Babyface. And so, all of the things that they basically presented was what I wanted, what I felt like I was missing in my life, as far as having, friends and having that sistership that I had when I was at home with my family. And so I tried to create that family unit that I was missing. And so that's how Cut Close was basically started to be born. And so I started looking for people to join me. And I found Athena from her uncle in Indianapolis. We knew her uncle, and he basically explained to us that she had a demo tape that, she was in the business. She was trying to get in the business. And I listened to her tape, and I was like, damn, man, this joke is off the chain, yo. So I had to have her. I called her and told her what I was trying to do, and she was down with it, So she came to Atlanta to meet me. And we actually had another girl from Indianapolis, but she didn't work out. She was a taller girl. She just didn't fit the mark in any way whatsoever. So it wasn't really, it was very short-lived. And LaVon came in trying to come into a group that Keith had already formed, that he was thinking about signing, another girl group, but they all had their own members already. So they didn't need anybody else. And so I needed one more. And so her manager got in touch with the production company that we were working with, and told him about us. And she came to Atlanta, and gosh, it all just worked out. We all fit. We all looked alike. Our heights was the same. It was just, it was destiny. So that's how Cut Close was formed.
So how did y'all originally get with Keith? Because
my ex-boyfriend was working with him, writing songs on his album. And so they were already doing some stuff with him. And so I basically, you know, kind of begged him to take our demo to Keith too, even though he had another girl group that he was interested in. And I was like, man, it ain't gonna hurt, you know, survival of the fittest. You know, whoever he chooses is just basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I knew the other girls too, you know, but I still was like, you know, this is life. You feel me? And so he took us to Keith and he listened to it and he was like, they look like baby, they cute. And so he had to see for himself, you know. But we came basically the next day and he made up in his mind that same day to sign us. So that's how we got with Keith. That was a long ass doggone winded question and answer, wasn't it? I feel like the whole doggone interview was done. I'm gonna go to sleep.
No. I'll give you a break because I want you to come back and tell us what was going through y'all mind when y'all put this together.
Drop it on me. Don't be afraid of the way you feel. Don't be afraid, baby. Don't be afraid of the way you feel. No, don't I'm gonna make you surrender,
I need you. Go ahead and give us a little bit of that since you was already. You know, it's rare when people feel their own music still. Some people don't.
Baby, don't be me. Oh no, give it to me right now, boy. What I need and sugar. Don't be shy. I want it, boy, for the rest of the night. Come on, baby. I'll make you surrender. Come on, man. Y'all know that song.
Oh, God. Come on, cut close. That's what I'm talking about this time.
Come on, man. Yeah, I still feel that song.
I got tears in my eyes.
Oh, come on, man. Stop.
Listen, take it back, man. Love meant something. That's when people said something to you, you really felt it. You don't feel shit. Nothing.
I mean, you know, because all you can think about is the porno part of it, you know. These days, it's a porno. You know, all the lyrics is a porno instead of it being, you know, foreplay and the anticipation of.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Nothing.
It's like in the middle of an orgasm opposed to coming up on one. You know what I mean?
You better watch yourself.
Hey, that's what it is, baby. I already know. And obviously, it must be some damn experience, right?
Hey, Sam, he say, watch yourself. I said, don't watch yourself. Keep going.
Hey, that's what it is.
It is what it is.
It's straight up, pimp.
We grown ups here.
I mean, that's what I say all the time. It's not taboo to talk about stuff that makes you feel good. So what? You know what I'm saying? Most people need to do more of it in their life.
That's right.
The world would probably be a lot better because imagine what you feel on the anticipation of right before an orgasm, during an orgasm, and after it. It's all lovely, ain't it?
I got a few questions, just two mainly.
All right. What you want?
Don't do me like that. I'm gonna be crying and stuff. Don't do me like that. So, the industry now compared to then, what would you say is one of the main differences? If you had to compare the industry, what you see now compared to what you experienced then?
You know, I can't really say that there's much of a difference. It's just circumstances that changes the way things happen. You know what I mean? Because I think that back then, I mean, if you want to talk about the integrity of how we wrote songs as opposed to what you listen to now, we can talk about that. But when it comes down to the business is still cutthroat. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different way they cutthroat it. I mean, so it ain't no change really. The only thing is that social media is so huge that you don't really need a record company.
Wow. Right. Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
everybody says one of the biggest changes about.
Yeah, you don't really need a record company anymore. And so the record company try to find all kinds of ways to you know, to basically get in you. You know what I'm saying? That 360 deal is it's a disservice to humanity when it comes down to what you try to provide as a brand. You know what I mean? But they don't have a lot of avenues to make money like they used to, so they cut into a lot of your merchandising, a lot of your show money. And so we had a little bit more of leeway to keep a lot of things to ourselves than what people do right now. But with social media being so prevalent that you do have the luxury to become your own entity without having the big money, because all you need is numbers. You feel me?
That's it. And you'll start overnight. Just like that.
Yeah, but still the world still gotta choose you. You know what I'm saying? It's still the energy still gotta choose your ass. It ain't as easy as to just jump into a pool because you see some water. You know what I mean? People still gotta gravitate towards your spirit and what it is that you have to offer. And so at the end of the day, it still is about what your purpose is.
So
I'm always talk about that.
So what do you think? There's one thing I see right now that I saw then that I don't see now, and I want to know what you think happened to that. There is no women groups. There's no men groups no more. If you look, there is no permanent men group like now it's out, like it was back then with cups, those boys to men. You can just name men group, women groups, Jagged Edge, these groups. 112. I go on and on with women groups or men groups, but you don't see no groups right now. What changed?
I think you know, there's always a point in time in life where there's a cluster of things that happen because we all are copycats of each other. You know what I'm saying? So when we were out and we saw a lot of groups like 702, SWV, TLC, Gold, Brownstone, Divine, you know, we seen a lot of groups that came out because it was about competition. And so you see a lot of people coming out at once because it's about who's the best at this, who's the best at that. Sorry, who's the best at this, who's the best at that. And so before then, there was like a long time before girl groups was out, before we came back out. And that's why everybody came out at one time, you know? And so when I guarantee you, as soon as the energy in the air, somebody come out, you're going to find a whole bunch of other people that's going to follow right behind, because we are a bunch of followers. We don't have a lot of leaders, you know what I mean? So you see one person do something, somebody else going to come back and do the same thing. That's why you have a lot of people come out sounding the same. Like you have a certain kind of like 5-year span of music sounding like each other.
You're like, yeah, you have a sound for that one time frame.
Yeah, for that time frame.
Like right now,
and that's how it is with everything, you know, like booties. You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting these fucking asses. You know what I'm saying? Like big booties and titties, just getting all kinds of crazy stuff because the fad was what it was at that point in time. But whenever it switches up, they're going to go back to whatever it was that they were doing before that happened, because it's going to be something that's basically, you know, worked already. Something, it's almost like, you know, some pussy you've been with for a long time.
So y'all didn't have booty back then?
I mean, yeah, we did. But it's just that when something becoms a fad, then everybody starts following.
We don't know. You sit down.
The booty back, man, I got booty like a mug, man.
I mean, we don't know what you look like now compared to then. We know.
Look,
like
then you don't look at Facebook or Instagram because it's all over it.
Yeah, because you stay working out.
I put up a post today, so you get with it, man. Get with it, get your mind right. Go on and take a look for a second. You know what I'm saying?
As soon as I'm off, I'm going to the page.
I'll show you a thing or two. But so yeah, we're all our followers. You know what I mean? So we all need to figure out how to become some type of leader to create a different kind of energy in the world. But we're all victims of whatever we allow. And since we're allowing all this bull crap to happen right now, everybody is trying to find their way out of it by fooling themselves. You know, no one's real about it. We got to keep it real. And I think that we tend to tap into things that's inside of a sandwich instead of dealing with the bun. You know what I mean? We need to talk about the whole thing and the root of it. And we don't never do that. We talk about stuff that's just camouflage. And it's just little shots of shiny toy guns popping off in a whole bunch of different places. And everybody's like, oh, look at that. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. You know? So we all over the place, yo. And so, you know, when it came down to like going back to the question that you were saying, I guarantee you when somebody come out with a girl group or a guy group, you're going to find a whole bunch of other ones following right behind them.
I'm waiting on that time frame again because there is none right now. There's no
well, right, it's hard right now for, you know, when you're an old school artist get the short end of the stick. It's like, you know, it's like the short man in the building who's around a whole bunch of tall people. Because once you've been used, you know, they want people who's like young to come in and, you know, who can create a different kind of movement with the younger generation. So it's like, you know, it's like a washed up hoe.
Wow.
For lack of a better term, that's basically what it is. You know, the girls who was fly back in the day, them jokers probably looking like loose chicken meat now. You know what I'm saying? Melted marshmallow. You know what I mean? Thank the Lord, I keep it up. I ain't one of those ones. You feel me?
Yeah.
Shaking like a stripper, huh?
But you know what? I was so thrilled to just, you know, because I do a lot of traveling. I travel with Juvenile, and I travel with Teddy Riley at times.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm so thrilled to see y'all in Miami and the show that y'all put on. I had to see to myself, where the hell have they been?
Man, they don't like giving us shots, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, they like giving girls, you know, the short end of the stick. They don't like to pay you anything. You know, dudes be getting all kinds of money, but girls, man, nah, bro. They don't pay us right. Instead, they don't like to really hire you because you ask for a certain amount of money or whatever. And so they're like, it's not in the budget. So you don't really get a fair share. But I will say this. This is been happening for a very long time. It's really about the whole big picture of it. So it's not necessarily always about fun. You know what I'm saying? It's about the movement and it's about the energy that you leave after you're gone, you know? So I don't necessarily look at things always in a monetary sense because I think that it has a tendency to take away the authenticity of it. So our duty is quite different than just making money.
Right.
So
right.
And so sometimes we got to swallow the bullet so we can understand, you know, what our place is and the role that we play. And so since the world did choose us to like whatever it is that we gave them, then it's our duty to continue to make people feel good.
Right.
And so, you know, I will continue to do that.
You know, I got to say again, it was a great show in Miami that y'all put on at the James L. Knight Center.
That was fun too.
That was a great show. And,
we hung out.
So you was there, huh? I remember we took pictures, right?
Right.
You remember, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We took pictures.
So
even though, you know, it was, you know, in the business, there's always kinds of things that go crazy because that was crazy getting there, and you know, us not being on time and all that stuff. So I remember all of that. But it was fun.
If I'm mistaken, I think they actually cut y'all set too. I remember y'all saying that to me, that they cut y'all set a little bit down there in Miami at that time.
Well, they were time constrained. Like, you know, things started going crazy, so they had to cut a lot of people's stuff.
Right.
Just, you know, so the building won't overcharge you. I think they still ended up doing it somehow.
Shane, he's
still
paying because they kind of went a little over. But same token.
But Shane, he be putting on good shows though. I like working with him.
Yeah, he does, and he reached back out to, you know, the people that really deserve it.
So I appreciate that, you know, he gave us the opportunity a lot, and so we plan to work with him a lot next year too, and hopefully he can make a tour. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all got a band? Y'all got a band?
No, we don't really carry a band because, given the time that we have, we don't have time for it because he only gives us like 15 minutes.
Somebody auditioning right now.
Yeah, man.
I ain't gonna tell.
See, when you come, and you already there, they already got the live instrumentation set up. Dang, I made you lay down, Tapper. What happened?
Oh, man, I worked out today, dude. My back, yo.
Tell you what, give me I'm
ready for you.
gonna get her some lay down music for
I'm
that
ready
right
for
now.
you, DJ. I'm ready.
Lay down music.
Oh, shit, cooking, baby.
This song here, girl. Lord help us.
This is the Late Out Live show.
Go out.
WMR. Right here, 79. Shout out to all you viewers. Shout out to everybody. You got the body popping, topping the dust. Cut close, man. You listen to all those living room vacuum and song. Baby making.
Man.
Yeah, she said you look like till I get it. Show us the entire body. But y'all enjoy the sound. Cut close. Watch you laying down. What other ready? What other things? Let's out live. Right here. Mark Antonio. DJ Ty. After the laying down outside. I'll be listening to my phone.
Like the way you squeeze me, like the way you touch me,
Close your eyes. Think about it. You always about to make me sing.
Take off what you have on. Let's do it to the music. Come bring your loving on. My body's yearning for you, baby. For a taste of your love. See, I'm getting all hoarse.
It's still there.
Oh,
It sounds
you
good.
taking me back, boy.
I know who
You
sang
know,
it.
Yeah.
that song was originally written for Elder Barge.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
So we just got a little history on
So,
I couldn't hear that,
L
though.
passed up on that song?
Elle never got a chance to hear that match. Because me and my boyfriend at the time wrote it, and so Cut Close basically demoed it, and I was like, yeah, nah, bro. Sorry, Elle, you got to get something else, pimp. But he never got it because after we recorded it, it was like, man, this is a Cut Close song. I can't even imagine it being nobody else.
Yeah, I can't hear nobody right now singing it.
Yeah, it's just saying it ain't happening, yo. So that's a classic. I thank the Lord for allowing us the fortitude to be able to come up with something that can probably last until my babies are old, you know?
Saying that's music.
Right.
That's what music's supposed to do.
And that's what you have.
I even seen.
Yeah. Why they out there like that? Look at my baby.
Oh, they hanging out.
Having fun.
They hanging out.
With their friends.
I haven't seen Jacquees just try to do that song there, man.
Jockey, he tried to do what song?
I like it.
He tried to do it?
Yeah.
You mean our song?
It's
Yeah.
on YouTube. He was singing y'all song.
He was just singing. He was in the car just singing it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I haven't seen it. I
It
don't know.
shows the impact that you put and placed on people's life.
Oh, I know, right? That's what's up. I really feel, I really appreciate that. When this one girl came to me and she started crying, I was like,
You never know the impact that you place on someone's life.
yes. And so it was amazing because, yeah, you know, it's a chocolate girl. So I was kind of like thrown back because usually we don't show emotion like that with each other. You know what I mean? And so I appreciated her opening up to me and allowing me to know what kind of impact I did make. And so just that is really just worth it all to know that whatever I'm doing it because God basically put this in front of my path and it's for me to walk. And so I really take shape to it and I take it in a way where I hold it dear. I understand it. I appreciate it. I respect it. You know, I don't take it for granted in any sense of the word whatsoever.
Yes,
Yeah, man, and we show enough.
We appreciate
we
you.
appreciate
Man.
you. Like,
We appreciate you coming and make it. I mean, you made this so homey. This feels like, see, this ain't no other. I mean, no knocking nobody else, but this ain't the Breakfast Club. This ain't Tom Jonah. This ain't, listen, this is the Let It Out Live show. This is the vibe we want, and this is the energy we want. this is the type of interviews we do while somebody home in the backyard watching.
Yeah, man.
And they just
I mean,
it up.
It's about energy and spirit, you know. And I tend to have the positive outlook. I have to. I can't afford to look at anything in a pessimistic kind of way because it doesn't do anything but put demise on any kind of vision that I have. You know what I mean? And I'm big on vision. And I'm big on understanding what my purpose is and taking advantage of it to let you know that I'm not afraid of it.
Is there any new music in works?
Absolutely. We do have a few songs that we've done. But you always got to find a good marketing strategy and a marketing plan to come up with something that presents it right. Because like I said before, it's difficult for people who are old school to come back out in the radio. They don't give you the radio spots that's out there right now because you got to pay for that. And it's basically locked down with the very few record companies that are left that play Justin Bieber about 50 times in an hour. You know what I mean? So you gotta figure out other avenues. To me,
not necessarily.
On what?
Right? Before it's like the majors having it already locked down. They don't have it locked down. They used to have it locked down. It's all about just basically having the fun to really fund that really project. It's like Johnny Gill, right? Mm-hmm. Johnny's big in so many markets because Johnny is putting his money behind himself to impose to somebody else, and he have way more creative control in his project. You know, he's
I just find it hard to get on mainstream radio. You can get on internet radio.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not a problem. But mainstream radio like B103 and 97.
I believe it's all yeah. We already know.
I mean, me for working with a record label.
That's difficult.
Yes, me for working with a record label, I can say yes. A lot of others
payola is at a full-time high.
Yes.
Back in the day, you could pay a program director under the table and you can get your stuff played. But now they're so strict on that where it's not even up to the program directors like that.
Yeah, they know exactly what they're doing.
So they're locking down on a lot of things, and that's why internet radio is very important.
It's still who you know too, also. Now.
Oh, it is, but in order for you to be rotated, you know what I'm saying? That goes past who you know, unless you got the funds in a way where you can stick in between these record labels that's got a hell of a lot more money than you usually.
Yeah.
So and since they are putting so much money and investing so much money into it, they're not gonna let nobody step on their time without somebody basically being held accountable for it, and that's why they're so stiff with it. But they'll play you for a couple weeks or whatever, but after that it's like, all right, you have to have some serious ends to fit it and have it go on a rotation for a long time.
Recommended like that unless you're really being searched for, and they just have a choice.
And that's what I'm saying. When it comes down to like social media, the numbers is what they don't have no choice with. When people choose you, you know what I'm saying? Then they don't have a choice, and then they come at you like, okay, we'd rather give you this, but then by that time it's like it'll be smart for you to be like, no sir. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you make your own name, it don't make sense to go on and try and take somebody's money or whatever to make you bigger. Now you have the wherewithal to do it yourself.
Right. Because I mean, myself, I know a lot of artists. I mean, I deal with a lot of artists on a daily basis. I deal with a label head. I deal with folks. And a lot of folks have different stories. A lot of people really got robbed out of their publishing.
You don't even know who we sold our publishing for.
I mean, a lot of people really has brung in the nephew, the cousin, the uncle, the daddy. Everybody got a publishing company. So everybody are writers. You know what I mean? So that's the game that they played. A lot of artists they did work for hire to where they don't receive no residual money because they did a work for hire. You know what I mean? So if you featured on a song, it's like Drake and the City Girls. If you look at the credits on there, the City Girls has no credit on In My Feelings record.
Wow.
no credits whatsoever, and this song had 1 billion streams.
I didn't know that.
And
I
these
mean,
girls
you know, they keep them ignorant, especially the new people. But I would say that's their fault, because now you
right,
have all the avenues that's possible to man to be on top of your game. Because even when we came back out, or when we came out, we started to understand that the money was in publishing. But the fact that we understood that is when they were like, all right, since y'all know that, we about to get y'all in this publishing. You know what I'm saying? They figure out ways, because once you understand where the money is made, and everybody becomes a writer. That's why everybody got their own publishing company, because they know that's how you make the money.
Yep.
right,
And
Right.
a lot of artists don't even write their own material. Or, you know, a lot of people ain't as talented. Just because they can sing it don't mean they can write it too. You know,
right,
and
right,
so when you establish your name, then sometimes you can, you know, work something out with the other person. Be like, all right, since I do have a name already, you want to get on my record, then you have to give me some of your publishing. There's a whole bunch of different ways that people be slicing and cutting that pile.
Yeah.
You know,
well, you know
and
how
you
that
know,
works.
I mean, big time. You know, because back in the day, we sold our publishing for $1. You know what I mean? You know, you can get an advance or whatever. They give you like $100,000 advance. You got to pay that. We gave an advance of $1, literally $1. That's what it says in our contract.
Why was it
And
$1?
so, I mean, come on, man.
I don't know. I'm for real.
I mean, am I really supposed to answer that question? What the hell?
Huh? No, like
All I got
Like,
to know is that it's some bullshit. You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
Right.
it was
right.
some. It
oh, okay,
basically,
okay.
basically,
I thought it was.
basically, they got swindled from their publishing.
Oh, okay, okay,
But
okay.
yeah, so basically, an advance of $1 was basically what we gave for 50% of our publishing.
Wow. And,
Oh.
and these are the things that, especially now, these artists today, they don't even know this stuff. You know, so
And it's crazy that they don't do research like that. But I understand, because when you look at, you know, the people that are being brought up these days, man, it's a lot going on up underneath the family household roof
Right,
that's
right. So,
missing.
so you know what it does? Like, I won't call their names out. I will not call no names.
no, don't
Because
call them.
I hate when
I'm
people say they
great
won't call no
friends with
names.
a lot of them.
I wouldn't
I
want to
would
know the
not
names.
call no names. But what I'm saying is, they have contracts. That's I'm just speaking from a label standpoint. They got contracts to show you how to rob an artist.
I mean, okay, that ain't nothing that's like, oh my gosh.
They have
They
contracts
teach you that.
to show
They
you.
teach you that in the freaking doggone life itself. That's how to
Right.
rob people. Like, I mean, this ain't no, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I mean,
Right.
the only thing
I
is
had
that when you're green and dumb, when you're young and dumb and green and stupid as hell, you know,
Young, dumb, and full of cum.
I mean, nah, bro. I'll be over here dry heaving like some.
That must have been a lot.
That
was a lot.
No, sir. Absolute to the fuck not. But nah, bro. But you know, when you stupid and you know you got all kinds of shiny bright lights that's basically, you know, blinding your vision, then you're basically apt to do anything, because when you're young, all you thinking about is fame. You thinking about fame.
Right,
You
right.
think the fame is what brings the money, and the only thing that fame does bring when it comes down to money is shows. And if you ain't continuously doing shows, then you're fucked. Like everybody in this COVID thing, if they ain't got no doggone stash, come on, man.
Man, I know some artists. I won't even call their names out. I won't call names. I know an artist that they was one time they was talking about 100,000. Now they'll do it for 5,000.
Hey, that's how it goes, homie. You know, at some point in time, yeah, that's just the way it is. I mean, that's almost like a woman who, let's find a fly stripper back in the day. Corinne Steffens. I guarantee you, she can't get what she used to get.
Oh no.
I mean, you know, the trash bag has been used, and I don't know if you can get the garbage smell out.
Nah,
You know, that juice that come out the garbage, you know what I'm saying? That nasty, stinking ass juice that come out the garbage. Ugh. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get rid of that once it's already tainted itself. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So, I mean, you know, you got to understand that you do have to put things away for a rainy day. And these artists be sitting here perpetrating, acting like they got big stuff, and that's not how it goes. I mean,
it doesn't. A lot of artists, I know, a lot of them don't control none of their publishing. Like, they never thought about the business side of the business.
They never thought about the legacy.
Right.
They never thought about their own legacy.
So only thing you're thinking about is TV, girls, shows.
Who you can stick your dick in and who you can sit on top of.
Right. You're not thinking about the future. You know what I mean?
And that's what gets them all. That's what gets them all. But you know, when you're young like that, you have to learn some things in order to find that out. That's not something that you just go in knowing. I mean, how many doggone people listen to old people when they're really young?
Yeah, right. That's true.
So look at them. They be looking at them like they was born old. Like, nigga, come on, man. Like it is an amazing adventure to be able to grow old. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like this, right? You have an artist, say, sign a 7-year, 7-album deal.
That's on us. We did that
for $1 million, and the label turns around and make $50 million from off the album.
And the artist ain't getting nothing.
That's right.
And his publishing, he only receives 20% of his publishing.
Hey, baby. 20% of his publishing.
Now how does that work?
Yeah.
He basically was dumb as hell and signed it. That's how that worked.
Yeah, he was so happy to be on TV talking about the girl.
He didn't understand the numbers. He didn't understand the numbers. And at that point in time, he was looking at, the girls. He was looking at, trying to see somebody's pink. And they found out when he got in, it was red. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Making in the red.
You know what I'm saying? Making stupid ass mistakes. You know what I'm saying? That you just don't really realize until you really get older and you're able to learn and try and teach somebody else who ain't gonna listen to you either. So I think it's just something in life that people have to go through, that some of us just have to go through it a few more times than others. Just hope that you're the one who only have to go through it once, because I can't say that I didn't do it. And I can't, and I'm not a foolish woman now. Back then, my eyes were somewhere else.
To impose, or when you first came in, you learned better. When you know better, you do better.
Yeah, supposedly. But I don't never like to say, if I knew then I wouldn't. I was like, man, no such thing as knowing then. You don't know what kind of frame of mind you would be in back then. Our frame of mind is different depending on our circumstances and what we go through.
Of course, you got to have that learning period in your life. You got to have that learning time.
Yeah, you gotta have that time when that rubber is gonna beat that road and you skid your whole forehead on it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Hey, that saying is true. That's a never-ending road. That road keeps going
until you dead. And if you're still alive, that means there's something that you still got to learn. There's no such thing as thank God I made it, unless you at them gates and then you about to be judged. If there is a such thing.
That part.
So how do the social media and the fans out there that's watching right now, how do they find you? How do they know more about Cut Close and what y'all got going on?
You find me when you look up, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's fabulous. A superwoman coming to your town, you know what I'm saying? I gotta give them something. No, but I'm on all the social media.
Hold on, Tab, show that again. Let us see that again.
Uh-oh.
All right.
I'll tell you. Uh-oh.
Hey, Lord.
I know where you headed next. You going in
right now.
You going in the movies. The big screen.
Fuck around. I'm supposed to actually I'm supposed to be on a call right now and doing my play rehearsing, on a Zoom call for a show. What's a play called Shop Talk while real men wait.
Wow.
So I'm trying. I got to shoot that this weekend. It's supposed to be on Netflix, and we're thinking about putting it on a lot of different YouTube and social media platforms, trying to get it out there and make people aware about different things. Have some fun, So yeah, right. I do a lot of stuff. I do my workout stuff. I do my Cut Close thing. I do my solo stuff because sometimes you can only do things by yourself. You can't really wait on people.
Right.
And that's one thing that I find hard to be in a group.
So I just heard you say solo stuff. So you got some solo projects coming out.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, at this point in time, ain't no such thing as not trying everything. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm ever gonna leave cut close. I'm never gonna leave cut close. You know, that's my freaking vision. That's my whole. That's what I wanted to do in my life. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I'm never gonna bail out on my group ever. But I
Right.
do know that there's things that I have that God has given me that's not always walking with cut close.
Right,
And
it's for you.
so understanding that I'm walking this road alone, and so it would be fitting that I do that because there's some things that I need to share that only I need to say.
Well, Tab, I got to say
And
it like this here. First, I got to give a shout out to Cedric from Chad Management, my brother. I mean, my brother, we called you and you got on the phone and I talked to you about coming on the Let It Out Live show on WMRR radio and you was excited to do it with us. And I really appreciate you.
And we're excited to have you.
I really appreciate
Especially
you
me.
for it, you know?
Especially me.
you ain't too excited yet. You better go and look at that page. You might get more excitement.
Yeah, he goes.
Hey,
All right, Tabitha.
hey,
all
hey,
right
I got
now.
something
got-
for you, baby. I got something
Tab,
for you,
I
baby.
can't
Don't you ever
I
worry.
got so excited.
have
I'm about
me-
to get on the plane
You have me
and
blushing
come
all
to
night.
Atlanta.
Tab, I'm gonna tell you, I done snuck on the page. I done seen a lot of likes and loves on that page. So, but
Man, I
doing
got
your
so much
thing.
in me to give, baby. I got so much in me to give. I'm even like, like when it comes down to like, I'm gonna reach back out to you guys because I have this other thing that I'm doing as well when it comes down to just bringing people together,
Right.
because this is a crazy ass time. The energy in the world is really off the chain.
Yeah.
And the positivity and the negativity is kind of coinciding and bleeding into one another, and they can't really figure out what the positive and the negative is. And so the only thing that I feel like is smart for us to do is to find union. We have to find union, and that
Right.
means in understanding, that means in numbers, that means in collective deciding and decisions and in what we need for ourselves. We do have to understand that we are in a world of trouble when it comes down to thinking that we are going to eradicate racism. It's not going to happen.
No.
That's right. That's
Right.
right.
And so the best thing that we can do is to understand one another, black woman, black man. And I say that because we don't have a choice, because they section you off like that. We can't sit here and act like it's not happening, because it is.
It's happening.
All right.
All right.
That's
We
right.
can't sit here and act like, well, I'm going to hold a blind eye to it because it's not really, I have white people in my family. I mean, it's not even about that.
You're exactly right about that, Tab.
You know what I'm saying? So we need unity, and everything. And music brings us together when it comes down to unity. And if that's something that we can share together and love one another, then let's bring it and have it like the arrows fighting. You know how they blot out the sun with the arrows and
I said that.
300?
Music is universal. I said that. That's our
It
universal
is.
language.
Music is like a laugh. You know what I'm saying? You can't put no doggone
put nothing
religion
on
or
it.
something on a laugh. I mean, you can't laugh in Chinese. You can't laugh like that. Everybody got a universal laugh.
Nah, we can't
Everybody
do
got a
that.
universal form when we listen to something, right?
That's right.
So we need to stick together in numbers and learn how to love one another. That is so real. That is so real. That is the only way we'll ever surpass anything that we're facing right now.
Well, to deal with that, it's like this. Love people and treat people the way you want to be treated. Everyone is not going to treat you the way you treat them.
Yeah,
Because-
unfortunately, that's the case.
You got to always understand that there's some good and there's some bad. There's some
Always gonna
good, there's some evil. It's always going to be
Yeah.
from the beginning of time.
Yep.
So when you go back to the Bible and say a war broke out in heaven, you know what I mean? An angel and his folks was cast down. So, excuse me. So that's why I say be careful who you entertain. The devil was an entertainer.
Yeah, he's the
best.
minister of music,
He was the minister of music.
But
So
one of the best.
he know how to sing off key and out of key, in key. He
Yeah.
just know how to sing.
That's why I say, the power that God has given me, because that is the gift that he's given me, it is my duty to do justice to it because of the power that's in it. Music is just as strong. It's stronger, and I guess people could call it sorcery, because it has the ability to alter one's personality, one's emotions, one's spirit.
Everything.
So to be able to have control like that, just go on and read a story about the Pied Piper and understand what he really is. and not the nursery rhyme kind.
No, the real story about it.
Right. Understand the connotation behind the real story, and that's what music is for real, because it does do something to your mind. It does take you to different places, obviously. Because I know all y'all was looking at somebody think off of our songs.
See, it was a reason why Mr. Robert called himself the Pied Piper.
Oh, for sure. He's got that. He's got that ability. He's a freaking genius.
It was deep in him. It's rooted, just like you.
Yep.
I'm gonna say this about you, right? And I'm not just saying this to say this.
But he's saying it.
You are a very, very talented person. You are a person that reach people, millions of people. People have such a gravitation to you that you don't even know that you do know, and some of you don't know because you never know who life you done touched in life.
Right.
You know, they sit back and they listen. They say, cut close, cut close, cut close. You know, people, oh, Tabitha. You don't know. You might find people that see you and begin to cry because you have touched them in some kind of way.
That's why I can't stop. That's why when I understand and know that, then I would be disservicing myself as a woman, as a spirit, as a mother, as a daughter, as a friend. You know what I mean? To stop that.
Right.
So I take it and I protect it with all my might, because that's who I am in every walk and every aspect that I live. You know, it's music everywhere, all around you. You know, talk, walk, experience, movement, everything is music.
You know, that music was so good that David danced butt naked.
Hey, we all have.
So Tab,
that's why we hear somebody was dancing butt naked.
That's on the page too. I can find that on the page too.
Hell no, man. But you're welcome to go on and dream about it. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome to go on and dream, buddy.
Tab, when you start dropping your project, when all the other projects that y'all have as the group come out as well, this DJ Ty, which you already know, I'm your boy, your friend. So
all right.
Make sure you send that over to me, Tab, so I can start putting that
absolutely. Absolutely, man. Like I said,
we appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate y'all. We are the key, and I say we because I'm into radio as well. You know, it's all about, you know, information. So we all do the same thing. You give me something, and I give you something.
That's right.
Right.
But I do have a situation when it comes down to all the radio stations, the internet radio stations, that I want to present to everybody so we can have some unity and bring each other together. I think it'll work.
Well, there we go. All family, all love.
Well, we can make it happen.
Oh, it's gonna happen. It's just are you ready to get on board?
Give us our drop right now. Just go ahead and give us our drop. Say you're tuned in to the Let It Out Live show on WMRR.
All right, you're tuned in to the Let It Out Live show on WMRR.
Yo, and who are you, baby? Who are you?
Tabitha in the house from the KUT, the KLOSE. Cut close, baby.
Right. We appreciate you so much, Tabitha.
All right, y'all take it easy.
All right.
If you really want it,
Yeah, man, that was good.
all you gotta do is get up on it.
That was the Let It Out Live
If
show.
you really want it, all you gotta do is get up on it.
Drop the music.
The time has come for us, ooh, baby, to get
Take it back.
real busy, baby. Oh, yes, it has. And you don't have to be afraid of my love. Oh, no. 'Cause it won't hurt your sugar. Oh, no, it won't. Ooh, yeah, baby. If you really want it, if you really want it, yeah. Get up on it. Yeah.
we get real freaky, baby. Ooh, yes, I do, baby. And I'm on my hands and knees. You know, I'm with it, sugar. Girl, now with everything you wanna do. Say, yeah, yeah. If you really want it, baby.
Now to the better that line.
Get up on that love of mine.
Shout out to
If you really, really want it, baby.
DJ Ty.
I know that this is it.
Exactly.
'Cause I know that I'm giving you a love. A love that you can't resist, baby.
Bring it on.
If you really want it, come on and get it, baby. Get up on it. Oh, if you really want it, come on, baby. Get up
Big shout out to Tabitha. We really appreciate it.
One and only Keith Sweat.
Roll it, baby. That right there make you feel like the whole night.
Yeah. I wish you could just loop that part, that end part.
I'm gonna ask you a question, Mark.
What up, Ced?
Mr. Antonio.
Yes, sir. We here.
Did you receive the knowledge that Tabitha said that, sold a publishing, bro, for $1?
Yeah, I was lost for a minute. I was the only one up here lost. Seemed like I was like, I ain't understand what she was trying to say or what that even meant. Was that a music terminology?
That's
like sold for $1, sold or published for $1.
that's
Like,
robbery on top of robbery.
Purpose was a bigger purpose behind that or something?
It was a bigger purpose for someone else's game. When you're dealing with, music itself in general, you have to have all your ducks and T's together if you want to be successful. You can be successful and be real broke at the same time. You could be famous and don't have the money that you're talking about.
Wow.
You have a lot of artists that's signing these 360 deals and they basically enslaving themselves to the company to where they have to go on tour. They have to do shows. They have to go out and do things just to stay irrelevant because there's always somebody the record label has in the cut.
Wow.
As God said, a ram in the bush.
Right.
That's ready to take your place and to step up and do things that you want to do. Because even Prince himself, God rest his soul, he had put a tattoo on his face as a slave, as he was saying that the record labels was enslaving him to where he couldn't really see the real residuals and money that he's supposed to see. Now, when you're dealing with a dude, for instance, that know how to handle business, like, for instance, The Dream, The Dream wrote a record for Rihanna called Umbrella. And
Dream wrote that. Okay.
He wrote that. And the Dream received $15 million.
Wow.
He made that from Umbrella. But in actuality, what did Rihanna make? Because she didn't basically write no record. But now the artist is getting real smart, as in like the Beyoncés and the other ones that don't write music. They have to, before they accept your song, you have to add them on as a writer.
Even if they ain't write it.
Even if they didn't write it. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of songs that's out that Jermaine Dupri didn't write. He just outright brought. So when they buy records, they buy records. It's called a work for hire. Mm-hmm. They buy records, and what they do is, once I buy the record, this record belongs to me. You wrote it, Marcus Antonio, you wrote it, but the record writer is Cedric McDowell. I'm the writer.
Wow.
You're not the writer. You're not a co-writer. You're not nothing.
Right now. Get school right now.
So now
this is for free, y'all.
Now, when the artists sit there and thinking that they're, high and mighty, they get brought to reality when they don't see no money. I'm gonna show you an episode. I'm gonna share this with you real quick. I was dealing with a young man by the name of Wayne Williams. I will call his name Wayne Williams. He was dealing with R. Kelly at one time. And we were supposed to go 50-50 with an artist. We was going to do a 50-50 with an artist. Mm-hmm. And he sent me some paperwork. And by me being very knowledgeable at that time of the situation, when I read it, it didn't make sense. It did not make no sense.
The paperwork.
So inside the paperwork, it stated that once I can't exceed over $250,000 for 8 years.
You can't go over that?
I can't go over that. So basically, if you telling me that if the artist makes $20-30 million from that song or the album or anything, I can't exceed no more money.
And they can control that.
You control everything.
Wow.
So when I read it, I called him. And when I called him, I was so furious. I told him, and I've been getting mad. I get mad. I would get on the plane and find you, brother. I said, "What's going on?" He said, No, it ain't like that, man. He said, No, I know you was gonna trip anyway. No, say for instance, I didn't trip. If I didn't read it. But when I read it, I understood it. I understood the language in it, contract, that this guy was basically going to receive everything. Like, I couldn't get no more money. But that's a story of the music business. You have a lot of people. Like I have a guy that I work with now, been working with, gave me a start in music, Fresh International Music Group, Dre. He had an artist by the name of MC Cash. Cash was a very popular guy. He had Jazz and Neek, Total Chaos, Rest His Soul, Plus Tax. Just dealing with different people. Like, for instance, Luke had a roster of people, man. Not only that, you have African. Give It All You Got, Let's Go Puerto Rico, and all these old songs. Derek them had some great songs. His nephew, 6'1" Dog, was a great friend, always been a friend of mine.
That's right.
Xavier, he had a song called City Boys Coming. City Boys Coming. Now, the same City Boy song was taken from him, and Trick Daddy and Trina redid Take It to the House.
Wish I was originally City Boy.
Original City Boy. I'm keeping it to you, blood raw. They took the concept and they ran with it. It's like another artist. Rap Teeny came out with I'm Coming Out. Mm-hmm. Turn around after they did I'm Coming Out. Here go Puff Daddy and Mace. Take the same records she did and sold 10 million records.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty game, man.
So this is how the game works and the game goes. You know what I mean? So everybody be so itching to talking about, oh, get me signed, get me on a record label. It's not what you do. I mean, for instance, you have like the K Michelle's and the different people. Listen to their stories. They'll tell you. Tamar, listen to their stories. They can tell you. Listen to Kiki Wyatt.
Yeah.
Kiki Wyatt said something.
I call her crazy. I love her. I think she's the most underrated vocal powerhouses that we have.
She is one of the most, I would say.
There's nobody vocally on her, not vocally.
I would say this.
It's a minimum.
I don't see no artist that's out there, no disrespect, can go toe to toe
No.
with Kiki Wyatt.
I totally co-sign that.
I don't know none.
I totally co-sign that.
You know what I mean? But Kiki have, we all have issues. She have issues.
Yeah, she do.
But Kiki said something. Go back and watch R&B Divas. She was on the show with Lamodem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kiki said the reason why she didn't blow up because she didn't suck the right dick.
Oh.
That's what Kiki said.
Oh.
She sure said that.
Well, there it is.
Why did Kiki say that?
WMR Let It Out live show.
Right. Why did she say that?
Well, we've been there. That's the game. I mean, that ain't nothing. There's no surprising, nor is it anything new in the music game. We already know that's how it goes. That's how it's been going from the time when we understand music.
That's right.
Not to switch gears and not to switch lanes. I know we got another guest coming on. I think they're still coming on.
Yeah.
While we wait on them, and this is gonna kind of how we're gonna end too. I don't know. Have y'all been watching that new show, man? P Valley.
P Valley is a very interesting show. I mean, I sit home and this girl turns it on. P Valley.
I'm gonna get your intake first before I say
we're supposed to start watching it. I haven't started watching it.
And I tell you this,
listen,
man.
I need you to watch Miss Ross. I need y'all to watch it. Listen, I need y'all to go watch every episode of this show. But my question, I need you to give an answer to this what I'm about to ask real quick. My question is, if you see it, when you see it, this man that's on there, these two guys, one is a real hard thug rapper, is having a relationship with one of the other guys that runs and owns the club, which he is gay. So the rapper is in the closet having a relationship with the club owner / boss man that's gay, undercover rapper. Now they're in the show. Their acting is superb. Farsh Oscar type. I mean, superb.
Right.
My question is, which I had this debate with my wife who was watching it. Can a man act that scene out superb like that and not truly be gay? Any viewers y'all on there watching, join in right now.
I would say,
let me know. If you listen and join in, let me know.
They could if they know where they stand at as being a man. But a real man
can't do it.
Will not do nothing like that or stoop to that level.
Can't do it.
Ain't gonna do that.
Can't do it.
Now.
My DJ Ty ain't got no. He over there can't do it. Ain't doing it. Nope, not happening.
Hell no.
I just want. So I know what you think, Ty, already. I got you because you.
Shout out to y'all, but no.
But you know what?
This was a big conversation because he went live. And I think the rapper, if I didn't hear right, the rapper guy said he wasn't. They asked, of course, when they both went live.
Right.
They both went live talking about the show. And the rapper guy said, I think that he wasn't like that. And I looked at my wife and I said, man, I don't believe you can. This is what she actually said. It made sense. You can start off probably not being gay, but you're going to lose yourself. You're going to lose yourself in that.
I won't say lose yourself.
No, I think everybody's different.
Everyone's different. Everyone have self-control.
Yeah.
Man, I'm with you, Ty.
But what
I don't believe you can act gay.
But what I'm saying is this, right?
Yeah, you can.
No, what I'm saying is this. When you want something in life, you'll go to an extent if you really want it. And so what he wants is what he want. So if he time for them to push this agenda on him for a role, he gonna do it.
It's a mental.
What are you saying,
Marcus? It's a mental thing.
What I'm saying is,
have you that much mental in the world?
No. Have you seen the Woohoo with Wesley Snipes when he was playing gay and all that there?
No, I ain't see.
And Kevin Hart say that he wasn't put on the dress.
Yeah.
And end up putting on the dress. It's bullshit. So what they does is they create shows. They create shows as in Empire, where they push the gay agenda.
Of course, we know that
they push it.
So
it. On thing, and the same producer, Mr. Lee Daniels, is a great friend of mine. Mr. Lee Daniels, I'll call your name, Mr. Lee Daniels. It's the same guy over at P Valley. So he's pushing that agenda. That is his preference of sex. He's gay.
Lee Daniels gay?
I know Lee Daniels gay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So P Valley.
That's why Empire went like that.
So he must have paid him a lot of money to do it.
So
sometimes you don't have to pay him a lot of money to do it.
Can you be paid to play a gay role?
No, sir. No, sir. No,
Ty, can you be paid to play a gay role? And it's just a role. It's just a movie. Like Ms. Ross say, it's mental. You know you ain't gay, but you can you be paid?
I can get paid to play a gay role.
What?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. So other words, you said, Ms. Ross.
Yeah, I said my soul to them.
If they tell you, say
it's different for men though. Y'all see?
No.
Men got an issue. Men got an issue with their sexuality.
Hold on.
See, I see what you're saying. I believe it is different. I
want to ask this question.
At least Ms. Ross
sometimes the roles get real serious.
It's still at the end of the day, it's still acting because I know.
No. Some of them really get into it.
That's what I said.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
This is what I was. This was my argument when I said that we're gonna. It's gonna be very hard.
Yes, I could because I know who I am.
That's what they all say.
I'm not a lesbian. I'm not interested in women like that. It's a role.
Until they kissed and found out they ended up maybe liked it.
It's a role.
Didn't know they liked it.
It's a role, but what if you start liking?
First of all, I've been there, done that. Okay, I used to be a stripper. I've done threesomes.
Oh,
whoa!
Shit.
For money.
Wait a minute.
What?
So, this wasn't. Wait a minute. No.
When I was, it's a mental thing.
Wait, this wasn't the.
It was a mental thing. That's why I said it has nothing to do with liking something. You do it because somebody is paying you to do it. So it's a mental thing. You separate the personal, how you feel about it, from the business part of it. So for me, and it's a state of mind. I've done that when I was 18. I've never been a woman since because that's not what I want to do. That I'm not attracted to women like that.
So okay, I'm gonna go deeper. Hold on, Ty. Okay, no, go.
What happened? What happened?
I mean, it's just mental. It means nothing. Like you don't have it. It don't feel nothing.
So the big argument they was having with Tank. So you saying I did that once. I was young and it was mental. So if a man, like the conversation they had with Tank, and it went crazy.
Tank basically said the same thing.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So like I said, it's different.
Look what my wife said. Make that money.
Okay.
If a man suck another man,
I like wifey comment.
You trying to tell me it's mental?
Make that money.
I mean, it could be.
He can.
Okay, first of all,
I don't even know what to say.
First of all, this is where a lot of people get things misconstrued. You cannot, out of all the people in the world, just because you are a certain way, and I've said it before, you cannot assume everybody think like you and feel like you. Every situation is different for every person. You're looking at it from your perspective. That's why you're saying exactly.
Talking about man and
you're
woman
looking.
right now.
No, you can't speak for every man. You're looking at it from Marcus's perspective. You're not looking at it from a man perspective.
What you mean?
You can't generalize it. You can't generalize it though. You trying to speak for every man.
I ain't trying to do nothing. I asked every man on here. I asked Ced what did he think.
You just said.
Ty,
you just said. You just.
I said me.
Can I speak? You just said I'm speaking from a man's perspective.
Me, I'm a man. That's who I gotta speak from first. I'm a man.
Okay, as long as you know, you can't speak for every man.
Listen,
you speaking for yourself.
I'm talking to about right now. That's who I started off speaking for.
But you are speaking for yourself, right?
That's who I always spoke for.
Okay, all right. Well,
men from.
Calm down. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure. I'm just trying to make sure that you understand where I'm coming from. As long as you know, you're speaking for yourself.
No, I don't need to understand where
you coming from. That's you. That's your perspective, and I got to understand. I got to understand where I'm coming from.
My perspective is every man don't think like Marcus.
But guess what? Your perspective is every man don't think like Marcus. Don't make your perspective right.
It don't make yours right either.
There we go. So what are you talking
Well, what's your point?
I just made it.
No, you didn't.
Here we go.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You made my point.
Wait a minute. You just said
you made my point.
You said I can't speak.
You made my point.
Hold on. What did you say?
You made my point. We're not going through that. We ain't doing all of that. I know what I said. You know what you just said. I'm not finna. We're not. Anywho, everybody don't think like you, so you cannot assume that a man cannot play a gay role and be gay.
I can say the same thing opposite you saying. What does that mean?
Marcus,
back and forth.
Stop being retarded.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're
being retarded right now. You try, and then you're trying to be petty about it. You know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm addressing what you said.
I'm speaking for me.
I'm addressing what you said.
That's for me.
So leave it at that. You don't got to try to keep going back and forth with the petty shit.
You said you.
I said what I said. I said what I said.
Listen, the conversation started.
No,
Marcus.
You said a man
for money.
Okay, and that's my point.
I don't need you to tell me who I can speak for.
And I said
for Marcus.
We're not finna go back and forth. But anyways, people,
that
doesn't mean because you're Marcus, shut the hell up.
You can't speak for every woman. The same thing you just told me. You think that. So
you're not making no sense.
You just said the same exact thing. It wasn't making no sense.
Marcus, I'm arguing. Marcus, let me tell you what you're doing. You're arguing both sides, you lunatic.
That's what I'm supposed to
I'm trying to argue one side. I'm not focusing on both. How the fuck you gonna argue two fucking sides? I'm talking about both sides. Marcus, we're not. Oh my.
There's no right or wrong.
This man don't went all the way to the left.
There's no right or wrong.
On the Let It Out live show, this is where you get
no, everybody don't think the same. My point is, everybody do not think the same. So y'all don't have to jump on this Marcus bandwagon and believe that every man is gay because Marcus is not in touch with his sexuality. And he thinks that you gotta be gay. Marcus thinks that because a man takes on a role of being gay, he's gay for real. But we all know that mindset is closed mind. I have a sister that's a lesbian. I have a cousin that's a lesbian. Just like you probably do. I'm sure you got family members that are lesbian. You ain't got no gay people.
Beat it up, nigga, catch a charge. Too large and too hard. Put this pussy right in your face.
I'm not debating that because I got people in my family that's gay. I'm debating it in my mouth. I'm debating it in defense of the fact that
I'm surprised. That's your play. I want this guy. So I want you to park that big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make me scream.
I'm taking to the topic.
This train. Get inside of me, I tell them what to put. Never tell them where I'm about to be. I'll run down on them before I have a nigga running me. Talk your shit, fight your dip. Ask for a call while you ride that dick. Really ain't never got him fucking for a thing. He already made his mind up. He can't get your boots and your coat. Wet ass pussy. He bought just for pictures. This wet ass pussy. Pay my tuition just to kiss me. This wet ass pussy. I make you pay. You want to see some wet ass pussy. Look, I need a hard hit. I need a deep stroke. I need a Henny drink. I need a weed smoke. Not a garden snake. I need a king coke with a hook in it. Hope to lean over. He got some money. That's where I'm headed. Just like his credit.
I don't give a fuck what you think. Who are you?
Listen, he diabetic.
Who are you?
I don't care though. I want to gag. I want to choke.
What's your point?
Touch that loop. I need the sun. He's going to dry. He's coming outside. Y'all run that down.
Well, I'm not gay because I ain't fucked your wife yet.
Well, I mean, you ain't gay. You're not gay.
If I was gay, I would have fucked your wife by now. I would have fucked your wife. Ain't your wife beautiful? Your wife beautiful. If I was gay, why have not come on to your wife?
I don't know. That's you.
Are you serious?
Maybe your preference was.
Are you serious? Oh my God. If I was gay, Lala would be the one.
What I do know.
If I was gay, Lala would be the one that
If you just came out on the Let It Out live show that you did it to some.
First of all,
boom, boom, boom.
First of all, who said?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
You said you did it threesome.
But now who? But what make you think, Marcus? But what make you think I sucked on some cootie cat though?
You said a threesome.
I didn't say I sucked
consider it. It's a train.
I'm sorry. 3 people.
So you don't think? So you don't? Okay. So what do you think? What do you think, Marcus?
You did.
What do you think
When
when a woman be with 2 men? Is that a threesome or is that a train?
It was 3 people.
Is that a threesome or a train?
I gotta know what happened. It was 3 people.
Okay, so why the fuck you assume? Why the fuck did you assume what happened to me?
I didn't. You said threesome. I told you.
Oh my God. About what went down. I said it was a threesome. I didn't tell you. I don't care. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is you cannot assume. You made a huge assumption off of what I said. You made a huge, and this is why people fucked up now, because people take information, people take a piece of information and run with it and make a big ass assumption, and that shit out there that really didn't even happen.
You just said it don't matter what I assume, right?
No.
That's what you said, right?
Marcus,
you said it don't matter what I think or what I assume, right?
Marcus.
So I assume
You can't.
you said I did
Okay,
a threesome.
well,
I
all right, okay.
assumed
Well, I
you
did
something
it
with the girl.
Well, that didn't. Well,
That's my
that didn't
assumption.
happen.
And guess what?
And I'm not gay.
Assumption. You said I did a threesome. You said
And I'm not gay. And I'm not gay.
To me, I believe you're gay.
Okay.
No, it's nothing wrong with that.
And
Why
now
are
I'm
you so ashamed of your
and I'm
sexuality?
now
You told
and
me I
now
was.
no. If I was ashamed of my sexuality, fool, do you think I would have said it right
I
here?
don't know. Is it called the Let It Out?
Come on,
show?
fool. Are
know,
you serious?
the show make you
Marcus,
let it out
you
loud.
know me better
I
than
don't know.
anybody. You know I'm calculating. Everything I speak, I think about it before I say it. So what are you talking about?
Because I did a threesome.
What are you talking?
I said,
Exactly.
Okay.
We all have experienced things in our youth. That's right.
Huh? Oh, what?
Well, not Marcus. Marcus don't do.
No.
Not Marcus. I'm not talking about Marcus. I don't think he's gay.
I think you can't do a part and do that.
I don't think he's gay.
And not have gay tendencies.
I don't think he's gay.
Ain't no real man can do that.
I think
part
now
and suck and hunch.
in regards to
another
Tank situation, that could be a gay situation because he's doing it for no reason.
Who?
Tank.
No, Tank. What Tank said, I don't know if Tank.
Tank didn't do it in no movie.
I don't want to put no words out. What Tank said was, Tank said
What?
You're not gay. He was saying what you saying, that if a man and they
No.
He said if a man did oral sex on another man, and
No.
that would make him gay. That's what Tank said.
No, but see, this is my reasoning. My reasoning for it is the actor had a reason to do what he's doing. He's doing it for money.
Because he acted.
Yeah, what the hell Tank doing it for? Tank just doing it to be doing
Tank
it.
talking about himself or he was talking about guys in general. I think he was talking about guys in general. If a guy did that, because they were saying what they was talking about gay.
Marcus, talking your mic.
And they were saying, why would a guy, can a guy do that? Tank threw himself out there and said, if a guy was doing that once before and don't do it no more, that he's not gay.
But see, that's the
I said,
part.
once you-
But that's the part that confuses me, though.
He repented.
No, that's the part that confused me. Bump is repenting. He ain't had no reason to do it. What was the motivation? What was the motivation? Like for me, it was a reason to do it. Like it's a business transaction, but for him,
I'm gonna try to kind of get what you're saying now. So I guess you're saying if there's a reason behind the action,
yeah,
and the person wasn't
the motive,
that you can do it without the motive. So just ask you this then. I'm gonna jump off. So another man can just say, I want to pay you $1 million, give me some head. Another man can pay and say, well, I did it for money. I'm not gay. I just did it for
That's what I think, because money is the ruler of the world. People do any damn thing for money.
But you heard the comedian said, Martin Lawrence.
What did he
Martin Lawrence said you can suck a dick for $1 million and relocate.
Let me ask Marcus this. No, I gotta ask Marcus this question. So they Tank sucking dicks or whatever. So what it make me if I suck a dick?
Who's Cody? Real quick. Wait, I'm gonna answer that question.
Business lady.
But who's Cody talking?
A business lady.
What's up, Cody? That's one of the radio personalities from Man Talk Monday. Yes, indeed. Rocking my mistaken identity. Yes, I am. Marcus got my
That is the right. That is the right word. That is the right
got me
word
all
for what
upset.
she's saying right now. Mistaken identity. Perfect shirt she got on. She has a perfect shirt on.
Marcus, so listen. You said
ma'am.
Tank gay.
No,
so,
I didn't say Tank.
Oh.
You're not gonna be on the Let It Out live show.
I'm not.
Okay, Marcus didn't say that. Marcus didn't say that. But Marcus, what is please? He don't let me go nowhere.
Listen.
So
Lala
what?
Lala said yes. Yes, people would do strange things for a little piece of change.
Thank you, Lala. Thank you, Lala. Yeah. Thank you, wifey. She came to my aid, boy. Dap it up. No. Thank you, wifey. Thank you, Lala. You know you would be my boo. You know you would have been my boo if I was gay.
I'm gonna ask this.
If she was gay, that would have been her boo.
Yes. No, I didn't get to say what I was gonna say.
Okay, yo, go ahead.
What does it make me if I suck a dick?
A girl.
A smart woman.
I tell you what it makes you.
Miss Ross,
Hey, see a motherfucker used to walk around with a whole bottle of pickle eggs. Good, shake the pickle eggs, good.
listen. Lay that live, host.
Hey, what your girl said on Players Club? It's money out there, y'all.
Miss Ross believes that the motive behind why you doing what you're doing,
Money has to be the motive.
difference.
No, money has to be the motive.
Money has to be.
Money.
Because if it don't, then you fall in the category of what Mark is saying.
We you making me like hit another topic. So is it any level or place that you don't go to for the sake of money? You should have
that
you just won't do.
Yeah, it should be boundaries.
So you don't think with a man that's sucking a Peter Wacker wouldn't be a boundary?
I mean, I do believe that that's when your moral compass should, start. something should be happening.
Every man ain't no payment for
but come on, but for the
every man on this platform, and I'm glad I got a show full of men.
Money. Hell no.
I got a show full of men.
Say I done did a lot of sin, but that's one damn sin that I'm not with.
I got a show full of men because they all say ain't no dollar.
Y'all are built different though. Y'all are like those wholesome men. Y'all are no, serious. I'm being straight up.
I just want to know
the word. I think wholesome is the name.
Yeah, that's a good name. I like that name. I can stick with that.
Because y'all are, like I said, you guys like really in touch with the fact that no, that's off limits. There, you cannot be bought in that area. But everybody ain't like that, So
now for 100 million,
for 100 million.
Oh man,
my 100 million, I might have to stroke my man head.
For 100 million, and you tell me,
so you ain't gonna do it, say it for 100 million.
I got
no.
If you tell me now for 100 million,
no, you might well let me go ahead and hit you then.
You said that too many times. What does that mean?
For me,
like somebody have some thoughts.
I'm a grown man.
Let me tell you something, man.
For 100 million,
Let me see what you're working with. I know it look real good. I want to get real close to it.
That's just too damn good to me. I can
Big old pearls, brand new car.
if you agree with me, you would say. Sam went over look at me right now. He looking the other way.
Look, Sam
He done turned his shit on.
I had to turn my chair on my co-host. I don't know what he's talking about.
Sam,
I don't know what he's talking about. Boy, I'm about to call Ronnie Rome here.
Wait, Sam. Now, I need you to understand me. For a million, you seen me and Rich Ross went head to head. I'm a grown man, flat-footed. For a million.
Marcus, listen.
For 100 million.
Much as me and you go back and forth, man. Look, for 100 million, you ain't gay, man. You ain't gay. $100 million, just split it with me.
So 100 million, your
You're
name.
not gay.
So 100 million, your name Marquetta now.
Temporarily for the time being.
Like what my question would be, what does the part entail? For a million, we ain't got no conversation. You say 100 million.
Okay, put it this way. Okay, do it the opposite way. Let's do it the opposite way. He said they say they ain't sucking none. What about they sucking you? You let them do you for 100 million?
Hell no. Hell no.
Wait, you said, hold on, y'all gotta make me understand.
Hold on.
Wait, y'all ain't gonna let a man do you for 100 million? With the slick talk. She said Marcus would sell his wife for $1 million a night.
Oh my MG.
Listen.
Oh MG.
Listen.
But Lala.
I ain't selling you for $1 million now. For $100 million?
Damn.
For $100 million?
Lala. Lala. Put that work in.
So Marcus say your name won't be Lala, no more, it'll be bye-bye.
For $100
It'll be
million?
bye-bye.
Babe, you just
But
gotta
no,
come
that's
back
a good
to
question though. So Ty, would you let them
Listen, man,
suck you
always
off
trying to
for
play hard.
$100
Boy.
million?
A lady?
A
No,
man.
a man.
Hell no.
For $100
$100
million?
Nah.
I got too much pride, too much dignity. You know what I'm saying? Look here.
15 minutes later.
Look here. I'm masculine. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I
Lala.
ain't with that.
Lala, 15 minutes later.
This ain't no SpongeBob. 2 hours later, he back that time out. Don't worry about who looking. You keep doing what you doing. Like, listen.
Listen. My wife said if y'all see the money, y'all would.
Exactly.
She said for both of y'all. She said if y'all see the money, y'all would.
That might be you. Start, Miss Ross. I'm gonna finish it off.
Mommy said hell no.
No.
Listen, I know I got a lot of men out there telling a lot of lies.
Marlon, you know you lying now for $100 million.
I was a
Come
grown
on
man
now.
for $1 million, but for $100 million,
Especially if you ain't doing the sucking, they gonna suck you off.
Nah, Mifflin Yard, we don't play them kind of games.
One more time.
So basically, Marcus, you saying
I respect
Marcus,
you, brother.
you saying what made me gay is because the $1,500 I was paid to do it wasn't enough.
That nigga really wanted
so
that.
the
1,500. Lord.
I got
Listen,
shorted.
for
I got
100
shorted.
million.
Damn.
Hold on.
I
For
played.
100
I played
Ms.
myself
Ross.
time. I was 18.
Ms. Ross.
I was 18. $1,500 was a lot of money that
Ms.
back
Ross,
then for me.
For $100 million, y'all, they'll still be my friend. I bet they spend my $100 million with me though.
They sure will. And they gonna be patting on you. They gonna be patting you on the back and saying, man, you
they
ain't
gonna still
gay.
As long as I'm riding behind the tents with you.
Hey, that nigga. Hey, come
They
on,
gonna
man.
be patting you on the back, Marcus, saying you ain't gay.
Yeah.
You ain't
They
gay.
gonna be my
Come put that down payment on this yacht for me, man. You ain't
Listen,
gay.
you know what? I'm gonna call all the men out right now. Yeah, we want to be grown, hardcore, back hairy men. I know, but my wife said when
Basically,
that money
money
in front
talk,
of us,
bullshit walk.
I will challenge some people right now. You put $100 million in
That's
front of some
look,
men.
man. Ooh.
Look, my wife
You put $100 million in front of some
said,
men.
just close your eyes.
Listen,
I know that's right, wifey.
listen.
That's right.
I wanna
Bring
know-
it home, daddy. Bring
I
it
wanna know How
home.
long
I
it's
ain't
gonna
bringing
last?
shit home. We gonna be starving like a
Ty, if the contract say $100 million, you get the $100 million immediately. All you need is a 3-minute scene. They're gonna pan in and pan out, but they need the scene. His mouth got to be over, and he got to be doing it. And then they're gonna pan in, pan out. It ain't last
Ty,
somewhere
that's
5
Ty.
minutes.
Listen,
$100 million. in
Next
your face.
month, our lights cut off when we got an eviction note on the motherfucking door. Hell no. Hell no. We got to find somewhere else to stay, baby. I'm letting you know right now. You know what I'm saying? Damn that.
Well, we all know Marcus.
So say it.
Marcus is up for sale. Lala gonna put your ass on the block.
Yeah.
Man.
100,000.
Man.
You said 100 million, 100,000. What you said? 100 million?
million.
Oh, I was finna say 100,000, but
All right,
100
all right.
million?
100 million.
All right.
Okay, 250 million. That's a $250 million.
That is out of the question. Now, I want to send a shout out to my boy Greg Menja.
Say, you gotta stop
Greg.
going up for you change my mind now.
We done
We done with this topic
We're
because
done with this
he say
conversation
because if you say the right number, I'm gonna have to change.
because you know what? This conversation,
I know.
we are not trying to audition to be on Empire. We're not trying to
Hold on,
audition to be
Sid.
on P
I
Valley.
am.
Hold on.
Ted,
P Valley,
man,
hold on.
you
P Valley
my agent
Empire.
right now.
I'm trying to get a part. Oh, listen, I don't know if I
I'm
said.
trying to audition for Empire. You my agent.
Oh, okay.
I
She want to
be on one of the
audition.
shows.
Miss
So that's him
Ross.
talking.
Miss Ross
She
say
gonna audition.
she don't
Just make sure my
mind
contract reads
Lee,
explicitly what needs
giving
to be
her
done.
giving a kiss on Empire. She don't mind.
I did
Miss
it at
Ross.
18 for 1,500. So
She did with 18, but she got a little age on her now, so.
I'm 43, baby. That money
43.
coming handy right.
Smell his pussy. Wanna taste his pussy. You gotta pay for pussy.
pussy. Police put me out.
Rewind.
Look.
Rewind. She gonna hold your hand.
In my name.
She gonna hold my hand.
Hold on.
250 million.
What your wife said?
She gonna hold my head.
For what?
250 million? That's $250 million.
So she said you going in.
Yeah, she said he going in.
Ain't like no way you going in. Mark, you get ready.
Hey, Google Gobble.
Listen, right. Listen,
Look at her.
I know y'all a bunch of hardcore men on there, but don't worry about it. 250 million, $250 million.
I don't think it'll make it.
Cash in front of y'all.
So, again, I want to thank everybody that tuned into the show, the Let It Out Live show.
Y'all see said cutting me off. He said, nah, money, don't get too high in them numbers.
I don't know why this pastor on the side of me talking about it. Y'all know I lead devotion service. I don't want to be caught up in church. Y'all be trying to ban me from leading devotion. I didn't start this conversation. I just work on the radio station. I didn't start it.
Because she
I don't have
came
nothing
over here
to do
talking
with
about and defending and fighting for the people on P Valley and Empire, making excuses for them, talking about, well, you know, well, she made a good, now that I got her point, she said the motive behind it. I get it a little bit now.
See
what she's saying.
If he would just listen to me and instead of always trying to debate me,
well, you lost me.
We would have avoided that whole little argument. You've been making us argue for no reason.
So if you do it one time, or you consider it gay.
We are off this conversation.
Mika.
If you do anything one time,
In the name of Jesus, we off the conversation.
Mika. Don't listen to this shit.
Oh, tell your wife she is tripping.
Matter of fact, when I get home,
He smell his pussy. He taste his pussy.
She know, goddamn it.
Say, if you do something once, does it make you that title? Like we saying,
I don't know. I never experienced it
because she did something once.
I don't know.
Ms. Ross, do you think you do something once?
No, I did it. I haven't done it since.
So what label? When is gay a label that you take on? Anybody, a person takes on after how many times?
I think the label of gay should apply when you're actually living that gay lifestyle. Like when you constantly being with a person, right. Yeah, you gay.
So if you experimented one time, did something, but then it was just in the element that you was in.
For women, remember I told you it's different for women now. Y'all men,
yes, see very true. I do. I believe it's different.
For women, it's different.
I believe it's different for women.
Because like I said, when I was 18, I was propositioned. I was a stripper at that time, 1,500. Yeah, well, what I got to do? What she got to do? What I'm doing?
Yeah,
it was a husband and wife.
Yeah, it's different.
White couple.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, Lala agree with you. Okay.
But you know what? I think it's mental too because now I couldn't get paid to do that. I've been propositioned at 43 to do that with a lot of couples. But because I'm mentally on another level, I don't know.
You've been propositioned lately?
Yes, all the time. Yeah, I get couples all the time want me to join them. Why not?
I ain't get applaud all night. You know you want to give applause?
What kind of money you trying to give you?
Well, I mean, it was asked, and we never got to the point about the money part. I just shut it down. Like I didn't want to hear no figures.
Oh, okay.
You know, we never got to the negotiation.
Man, you could have made that $1 million for us. Why you let it at least get to the figures?
These people ain't got no $1 million.
Oh well, yeah, we ain't got time for it then.
Who is that?
Oh Lord.
So she said not me.
Yes, they like chocolate.
Girls do kiss each other now as a lifestyle, as a fashion.
They do. I do see them kiss each other.
People.
So do men kiss each other as a lifestyle fashion?
Hell no.
Well, baby do. Him and Lil Wayne.
I ain't going there. Next subject. Tune in next week. Let it out live next week.
Tune in next week.
Renzo will be
Very
the show.
explicit. And
Greg
it's getting
Mitchell
very
on the
show.
show.
The things that come out. Tonight we've learned on the Let It Out Loud show that Marcus is not gay for me. But more than 50 million.
Police put me on. They don't write no shit.
Tonight we learned. You know what?
Girl, I don't pay for weed. I get in clubs, in
We
VIP,
paid all the price.
and we drinking
I ain't gotta get paid for nothing like that. They got a lot of women around here
to be in G
that love to do stuff like that.
It's so swell.
No, I pay out. You can pay out a whole bunch of them.
Okay, my last question.
One time you can buy some chicken legs,
My last
McDonald's.
DJ, scratch me. My last question. If the part said you just had to kiss
Oh,
for 100 million,
no,
Just a kiss.
just a kiss.
no.
Hey, that's still a man. I don't give a damn how you dress it up.
Y'all wouldn't kiss for 100 million.
You looking in this man's eyes?
Close your eyes.
That's a man. Hell no.
It's just
Hey,
a kiss.
if you close your eyes and kiss him, you can close your eyes and hit him. So,
What?
no.
But a kiss is not the same as the other part.
No, we ain't going there, brother.
Man, y'all gonna say, y'all ain't gonna get no money with me.
Shit. I ain't trying to get
dead ass broke.
We gonna be dead ass broke
Right
rolling.
now, I'm on my own, Marcus, with these bills. They ain't trying to help out.
No, Mark say he gonna help you.
Oh, yeah, Marcus, you got me.
100
For
million.
million,
Mark-
listen,
Marcus
you
gonna have
ain't
to pay
seeing.
the bills. Marcus got me.
Man, he finna have cars lined up.
quarter billion. Quarter billion. Listen,
Hey, RuPaul, Ryan, where that little one at?
listen.
RuPaul, where that little one at?
A quarter billion.
I'ma just point out the door. I'm gonna point out the door and say he in there.
Quarter billion. That kiss is not gonna hurt me that bad in my manhood.
And it's mental now. That's mental, right?
That part.
Yeah, it's mental.
That kiss is
So
not
hold
gonna hurt
on.
my manhood.
For a
if I'm
quarter of a
acting.
million, you gonna be kissing him, looking in his
I don't like when
eyes.
people ask me questions, Ty. I ask the questions on the
Kissing
show.
him,
I don't
looking
like
in
you
his
asking me direct
eyes.
questions like that.
Well,
Man, I
that
gotta answer
quarter
that.
of a million, right?
That nigga's gonna be cross-eyed.
They follow each other's eyes and shit.
Oh, wait a minute. I got a statement. Hold on, Miss Ross. I got a statement Lala just made, and we're gonna end the show on this. And I ain't gonna talk about it. I'm gonna make y'all talk about it. I'm gonna leave y'all to talk about it, and we're gonna end the show, and we'll maybe bring it up next week. But I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna end the show right here.
What you say?
And this gonna mess you up, Ced. This gonna mess you up, Ty. I'm gonna stand up and say this. She said, if you can run a train on a girl with another guy, you're already halfway there. Now, guys, stand up. Tell me, y'all ain't never
Thank
ran
you,
no
Lala.
train.
Thank you,
I know you
Lala.
want to tell your business because you got to leave
Well,
the boat
Preach.
Sunday.
Let me stand up and say this.
I'm a married man.
My
now.
dick on one side of the room, his dick on the other side of the room. She in the middle, goddammit. That's how it's gonna be.
Oh, geez.
Listen, shout out to everybody for coming out, man. We appreciate
With that one, Lala.
we
Lala,
appreciate
you got him
y'all.
stuck. You got him shook with that one, Lala.
Yeah, you shook the room with that one. Ced still thinking. Ced
No, you say, no, I'm not making no comment.
said I gotta leave devotion
You
Sunday.
gotta leave
No
devotion.
comments. No comments.
No, Marlon
Shout out
talking
to my
about-
girl.
No, I ain't talking. I said I wasn't talking about this.
All
We're
right.
gonna talk about
Shout out
this
to my
later.
girl Carla.
Please shout out.
Over there in LA. She do a lot of events. She loved doing the Whispers. She loved doing the Commodores. She loved doing events. She's a great promoter. She's a great friend. I met her.
Carla, what's up, Carla?
I met her with Teddy Riley. I met her out in LA. She's a very supportive friend. And when
Shout
I go
out- shout out to
to
you.
Pasadena,
Jay Styles,
Carla.
cousin.
Boom, boom.
shout out to Jay Styles. Shout out to my boy Greg. Everybody that is doing their thing. Everybody that tuned in. Shout out to my boy Ced again from Shad. Shout out to Tabitha Duncan from the
Damn.
R&B group Cut Close.
Shout out to you, Ty, man. I'm going to check out this Facebook and this IG page. I'm going to check it out right now.
She came out singing. She educated us.
You're the man, my brother.
With the music and everything. You know, I want to just thank God again for Marcus Antonio.
Shout out to you, brother.
Marcus Antonio, DJ Ty, Miss Ross. I love all y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate this platform for letting us come on here and let us just let it out loud.
Marcus, and we do that. We let it out loud.
Next week,
no judgment zone over here.
And what I want to say is, Fresh International Music Group. Be sure to check out
Hollywood
Slime.
Hollywood Slime.
Fresh International Music Group. Hollywood Slime.
Shout out to my partner in label.
C. Marie. K. Clover the Takeover. And I'm gonna give y'all a little snippet of Hollywood Slime right now.
We're gonna take it out on Hollywood Slime. Shout out to you, brother.
You can't leave it. Ain't no off season. I can start out, but no king and cheap rocket. I'm not
I said, give a outline who's to come. Y'all gave some names when y'all first got in here.
You know what?
Who's coming up on these upcoming shows?
Listen,
about to get real.
Next week's show, real exciting show.
We got sponsorship, everything.
We got Steve, lead singer of Troop, coming in next week. One of the lead singers of Troop, I should say, Steve. And we also got, tell them, say who we got.
We got Big Bub telling me stories.
Telling me stories, Mr. Big Bub himself.
We got Mr. Big Bub coming himself, and we got another special guest, Miss Leela, Miss Spencer's daughter. She will be on the show. I want to send a special shout out and a special prayer to my boy Lorenzo. He's supposed to be on the show.
Yes.
He had death in his family.
Big ups. We're praying for you.
Lorenzo.
We're praying for you, brother.
We're praying for your family. We love you. We appreciate you. Again, Tabitha, I'll call you later. I'll call you.
And listen, shows to come. Show after the next show. Big surprise. Matter of fact, it's two big surprises on the same show. We're not going to tell you who it is. You just got to see it.
Make sure you tune in. We got a lot going on. We got a lot getting ready to happen. WMRR right here to Let It Out Live show 7 to 9 right here every Wednesday. We got a lot going on, a lot coming up. We got in-house tickets we're going to start to give out in studio. You can come and be a guest right here with us. Food, drinks, everything, all inclusive. All you got to do is be invited. We got a certain amount of invites we're giving out, certain special invites we're giving out to certain people. And you're going to be a guest right here in our in-house studio. That means whatever giveaway we got for that day, whatever food, drinks, everything is all inclusive right here in the studio.
And believe when you're a special guest, it's going to be a surprise guest in here along with you.
So you come dine, wine, chill, relax with the superstars, with the celebrities, and whoever we're interviewing at the time right here at WMRR. Also, we're going to be doing giveaways. We got some sponsorships that's getting ready to tag along. So our sponsorships are going to be doing giveaways on air and in-house. So we got a lot of in-house things we're going to be doing. That's why it's going to be vitally important to become one of our in-house guests. And we only have a limited amount that's going to be given out every Wednesday. So make sure you stay tuned to that and stay with us. We got big guests coming up. Next week, we also have a segment of our real estate segment where we do a little quick education moment on real estate. We got two hot ladies, man, that come in here and school us. You'll see them next week. They come and school us on everything they do with property. Right now, we talk music, we talk finances, we talk life, but I always like to educate. I love to educate my people and keep y'all up to date and up to speed with what we need to be doing. And definitely one of those things is purchasing property and having assets like that. We need that. So they're going to come in. They're going to tell us why it's the right time to buy. Tish, the realtor, and Shannon. One is our realtor lady, which is Tish, the realtor. Shout out to her. And the other is our finance.
Tish Howard.
The other one is our finance lady.
Get a bomb.
She's out every month. We'll at least once a month have them on here, giving us the new and updated whatever situation it is when it comes to real estate.
But
the rates.
Shannon,
Shannon.
That's the one get you the money.
That's the money. So we go 2 for 1. One, they tell us about the property. They tell us what we need to be doing, how we need to be doing it, what's happening in the community. 2, the other one tells us about the cash and how we can get it, how we can pay for it, what we need, credit scores, and all of that that's needed. So that's part of our segment, our learning segment, our educational segment, education. But we're all about one thing and 2 things only: music and life, man. That's what we talk about. Big ups my co-partner. Got love for him. Appreciate him. Baby Ced. Big ups my co-partner, DJ Ty. Big ups to the owner, Miss Ross, the boss, who's making this happen. We're fully loaded, fully scaled, fully loaded. Every week you can catch a show right here in the evening times. Saturdays and Sundays you can catch us evening and noon. We're loaded. We're loaded. Big ups to our new station, our new creative men that's on our station called Men Talk Mondays. Big ups to them, man. Welcome to the family. We're loaded, man. Sunday through Sunday, right here on WMRR, man. Anything said, we out of here.
Man, Tabitha again. Appreciate you, Ced, Miss Ross, Marcus Antonio, DJ Ty, and it's your boy.
Tabitha, appreciate you. Hey, Ced, I'm gonna holler at you, boy. My brother Ced, Chad Management. Also, y'all got to be looking out for it pretty soon on Roku. 3 C's Media.
Big.
3 C's Media.
But we're gonna chill. We ain't gonna make too much announcement on that.
We ain't gonna make too many announcements.
We're going places, man. WMR.
3 C's Media.
WMR radio show.
And we out of here.
DJ, take us.
Big shots out to Hollywood. Fresh International Music Group.
Fuck on that bitch and she bleeding. My dripping is where you can't leak it. Ain't no off season. Pockets no keening. Keep rocking. I'm not a vegan. Bitch, I'm a dumb. Sipping till I see the dawn. Cash out on your bitch and all one. Money keep coming. Bitches coming. You have not playboy. It's money. Now mama can't speed it up. Beat it up. 420, baby. Hit the gas. Then speed it up. See a cannibal. Eat it up. Flammable. Chemical. I'ma beat it up. She acting out. Tell her behave. Baby daddy got a worse face. Cause I made his baby mama bust down on the wood slide. Damn mama, how you do that? Damn, she commotion when she too. How you do that? Damn, she bend it over, cause commotion when she too. That. She ain't even gotta throw money. I'm a house of blood. Bitches wanna fuck if I got no money. And I'm on fire, so the hoes coming. White girl shaking ass, so the cat calling shit. Fuck on that bitch and she bleeding. My dripping is where you can't leave it. Ain't no off season. I just got up and off killing. Keep walking. I'm not a vegan. Bitch, I'm a gun. Sipping till I see the dawn. Cash out on your bitch and all one. Money keep coming. Bitches keep coming. Eat it up, flammable, chemical, I'ma beat it up. She acting out, tell her behave. Got the best friend, teaming up, ooh, it's a 2-way. Your baby daddy got a worse face. Cause I made it, baby.
We just gave y'all a little sample of Hollywood style. Stay tuned for Brown County.
International. I can. Pablo Escobar when I go to passion. I never go broke again. Transform, drop top, it's robotic. I can't love her cause she's private. Got my shine, wipe his nose. Pray I never go broke again. Flick it up fast, watch it all fall to the floor. Living too fast, watch it going too slow. Hop in the jack, hold on crash, rather be dead than broke. Pray I never go broke again. Hop in the space, cash out of the mind. I cannot change, and I Mama, that's what's up. And I got some right, so keep that cup on me. When they get the back in from the show, I can stand up.
diamond stars. Cherry look like fruity pebbles, dancing like the salsa. Yeah, flick it up fast, watch it all fall to the floor. She popping the attic, watch it get nasty, taking off all of her clothes. Walking the magic, 5 or 6 dancers, swinging around on the pole. I done gave my city hope, going international. Going international, like a pilot. I can.
Don't never stop if you wanna be on top, bitch.
Low waist, that ass bitch, tap in. Tap in. Diamonds dancing on your neck, nigga, tap in.